Well, there's a country where 12-year-olds are learning robotics, AI is correcting homework, and classrooms adjust the light and air depending on your mood. And no, this isn't some science fiction movie. This is happening right now, in China. And while the world watches TikToks, China is quietly building the classroom of the future. Shenzhen, the city that leaped 20 years ahead. Imagine a place where the future isn't a distant concept, but a living, breathing reality. Welcome to Shenzhen, a city that has transformed from a humble fishing village into a technological powerhouse in just a few decades. Here, innovation isn't just encouraged, it's embedded into the very fabric of daily life. Walking through Shenzhen feels like stepping into a sci-fi movie set. Skyscrapers with cutting-edge architecture pierce the sky, autonomous vehicles glide through the streets, and digital infrastructure seamlessly connects every aspect of urban living. It's a testament to what focused investment and visionary planning can achieve. But beyond the dazzling skyline lies a deeper narrative. Shenzhen represents China's strategic blueprint to redefine its global standing, not just economically, but as a leader in innovation and education. It's a glimpse into a future where China doesn't follow trends, it sets them. In recent years, Western nations have often been entangled in political gridlock and debates over educational reforms. Meanwhile, China has been quietly and efficiently overhauling its educational system, aligning it with its broader ambitions for global leadership. This isn't just about improving test scores or building new schools. It's a comprehensive strategy to cultivate a generation that's not only academically proficient, but also technologically adept and globally competitive. By integrating state-of-the-art technology into classrooms and emphasizing STEM education, China is preparing its youth for the challenges of the 21st century. The message is clear. While others deliberate, China acts. And in the race for global supremacy, decisive action often outpaces prolonged discussion. At the heart of Shenzhen's transformation is its revolutionary approach to education. Schools here aren't just places of learning, they're incubators for innovation. Classrooms are equipped with AI-powered tools, virtual reality modules, and interactive digital platforms that cater to diverse learning styles. Students engage in project-based learning, collaborating on real-world problems, and developing solutions that have tangible impacts. This hands-on approach fosters critical thinking, creativity, and adaptability, skills essential for the rapidly evolving global landscape. Moreover, the integration of technology isn't limited to urban centers. China is extending these advancements to rural areas, ensuring that talent isn't confined by geography. It's a holistic model aiming to elevate the nation's intellectual capital across the board. Gone are the days of chalkboards and rote memorization. In Shenzhen, classrooms have evolved, and China's educational reforms aren't just reactive measures. They're proactive strategies aimed at long-term national development. From an early age, students are immersed in curricula that emphasize not only academic excellence, but also moral development, civic responsibility, and global awareness. Language programs introduce students to multiple languages, fostering cross-cultural communication skills. Extracurricular activities, including international exchange programs and global competitions, broaden their horizons and instill a sense of global citizenship. By nurturing well-rounded individuals equipped with both hard and soft skills, China is cultivating a generation poised to take on leadership roles on the world stage. It's a deliberate and strategic investment in the country's future influence and prosperity. While many Western classrooms still introduce coding as an extracurricular novelty, in Shenzhen, robotics and AI step into a smart classroom in Shenzhen, and you might notice something strange. The lights subtly adjust based on natural sunlight. The temperature remains consistently comfortable. Noise levels are monitored and balanced. Why? Because every sensory detail is calculated to maximize focus and comfort. These aren't random perks. They're strategic implementations. China is leaning heavily into neuroeducation, the science of how environment affects cognitive performance. The goal? Ensure that every child learns not only more, but better. Western classrooms often focus on content delivery. Here, they're optimizing the vessel itself, the body and mind of the learner. It's a subtle but powerful edge. Education in China isn't just about science and numbers. The same schools that boast AI labs also offer world-class facilities for dance, music, and theater. The philosophy is clear. Creativity fuels innovation, and emotional intelligence is just as critical as IQ. In Shenzhen, students are encouraged to express themselves through art, to develop discipline through music, and to gain confidence on stage. These experiences are not secondary. They're integrated into the learning process. The result? Young people who aren't just technically brilliant, but also culturally aware, emotionally balanced, and socially connected. In the long game of global influence, this holistic development matters. While the US debates gym class funding, China is elevating physical education to a national priority. Schools in Shenzhen feature advanced sports complexes, Olympic-level equipment, and full-time physical health monitors. This isn't about athletic scholarships. It's about cognitive performance. Studies show physical activity boosts brain function, and China is applying that data. Students are not just exercising, they're training their minds through movement. By embedding sports deeply into the academic framework, China is producing students with more stamina, discipline, and resilience, traits that serve far beyond the track field. Programmed to rest, strategic sleep, and smart desks. Yes, you read that right. In Shenzhen, even rest is optimized. Classrooms are equipped with ergonomic chairs that convert into nap pods. It's not a gimmick, it's backed by science. Proper rest enhances memory retention, concentration, and mood. Nap time isn't a luxury, it's a structured part of the day. And it sends a clear message. Wellness is performance. Students aren't expected to grind until they collapse. They're taught balance from the beginning. Even the lighting in these nap stations uses warm tones and anti-fatigue tech. The result? Kids who are more alert, engaged, and ready to learn after. From isolation to connection. How China reinvented learning during the pandemic. When COVID-19 hit, many education systems around the world scrambled. But in China, learning didn't stop. It simply shifted platforms. Thanks to years of investment in digital infrastructure, schools seamlessly transitioned to remote classrooms. Students accessed high-definition virtual lessons, interacted with teachers in real time, and continued their studies without disruption. Even rural areas, often disconnected in the West, were linked via satellite networks and mobile learning centers. The result? A nationwide education system that proved it could adapt under pressure and emerge stronger. For American educators, it's a case study in digital readiness we can't afford to ignore. Imagine an exam so pivotal, it determines not just a student's future, but a nation's destiny. That's the Gaokao, China's national college entrance exam. It's intense, grueling, and deeply respected. Students prepare for years, mastering complex material in Chinese, math, English, and either sciences or humanities. But it's not just a test of knowledge, it's a test of discipline, focus, and mental endurance. This high-stakes system creates a culture of perseverance. While controversial, it also channels the country's top talents toward higher education. In the global race, those who thrive under pressure may lead tomorrow's innovations. One of the greatest challenges any nation faces is bridging. In China, education isn't left to chance. It's a state priority and a national project. Ministries, tech companies, and educators collaborate to align curriculum with future job markets, emerging industries, and global challenges. From AI labs sponsored by tech giants to government-funded innovation hubs in schools, this public-private synergy fuels rapid progress. Policies support experimentation, and success is scaled nationwide with breathtaking speed. For the US, where education often suffers from decentralization and uneven policy, this level of coordination is both enviable and a wake-up call. Higher education in China has exploded in the past 2 decades. With over 2,700 universities and a surge in enrollment, China is building not just campuses, but intellectual armies. These institutions are producing engineers, scientists, diplomats, and strategists in numbers the world hasn't seen before. They're designed to compete globally, with English-taught programs, international faculty, and research partnerships across the globe. As the U.S. debates tuition costs and student debt, China is betting big on brains. And in the next decades, the most influential ideas may not be born in Silicon Valley, but in a lecture hall in Beijing or Shenzhen.